closet. Today I am going to be filming a perfume tour. I'm going to show you every single fragrance that I own. I'm going to tell you what I think about it, and we're just going to do a big fragrance review. I'm also going to be talking about my most complimented fragrances. I'm going to let you know the tea. Fragrances get so expensive, so you know it's good to have an idea of what works, what doesn't. Also, I want to clean out some of my fragrances. Like, we're gonna do it all. It's gonna be a long video. Just grab a snack. Let me show you real quick where I've been keeping a lot of my fragrances. Look at this messy drawer. Like up in here. See, I need to readjust this, and I feel like we could do that together. I also have my mini travel fragrances and just some more down here. It's good to store your fragrances in a place that's out of the sunlight, so I thought it would be good to store them in a drawer, but it's messy. I will admit these are my most worn fragrances and like my absolute favorites. Yes, it's a lot of them. I'm a fragrance fanatic. So we're gonna be going into these first and then organizing those over there. If you wanna know the tea on good fragrances, subscribe and keep watching. I think we're gonna jump into this section. One of the questions I get asked the most is where I get the actual tray, and this is from Crate & Barrel. It's just a marble tray. It was meant for the kitchen, but it slides and glides and twirls. So I was like, wow, this is a pretty perfume tray. So I've always just used it for this. Again, this is where I store my favorites. So we're gonna get into why I like these so much. We have my little fragrance tray. Let's jump in. I want to start with the Replica fragrance by Maison Margiela. So Autumn Vibes is one of my favorite autumn scents altogether. It is just pure autumn spice. It smells like kind of Leaves, the Bath and Body Works candle. And I do feel like the Maison Margiela candle, excuse me, not candles. I actually have one of their candles. Boom, I'm obsessed. I think their fragrances do last a long time, and I get a lot of compliments. I'm gonna be sneezing and probably have a headache after this, but you know what? We're gonna get through it together. These smell just like fall time. You get the warm, you get the spice, you get all the fall time vibes. This one's Autumn Vibes. Highly recommend if you want a super fall time fragrance. This one is By the Fireplace, which is the candle that I have. This is a little different from Autumn Spice. By the way, these are unisex, so regardless of what you're into, you probably like it. This is Burning Wood and Chestnut is the description. This one is way stronger smelling to me than Autumn Vibes. Almost like a toasted, burnt, marshmallowy scent for fall time. And this one is just strictly like spicy fall leaves. So this one has a little more of the wood and burny scent to it. This is By the Fireplace. Really good. And then there's Coffee Break. This one is Creamy and Cozy Coffee is the fragrance description. It's also unisex, but this one's been around for a long time by them. This one's very warm, and it to me like gives a touch of like warmth of vanilla, but also very clean smelling at the same time. This one is probably to me one of their most unique fragrances because Coffee Break is a little bit, you know, it's kind of hard to describe. It smells slightly more manly than feminine, but I like that about it. Let's get into Beach Walk. For me personally, I am very into salty, sandy, sunscreen, beachy smells because I love the ocean, I think. I don't know, but I just want you to know I have 3 beach fragrances, and these are my top 3 clean, salty, sunny fragrances right here. So we have Replica, Beach Walk. It's Sun-Kissed Salty Skin is the fragrance description. It says it is a female fragrance. Then you have Soleil Blanc by Tom Ford. Y'all, these are so expensive. By the way, I was about to buy the cherry one for the Sephora sale, and I kind of regret not getting it, but they're so expensive. They're like $300. I could smell this all day long. It literally smells like sunscreen in the beach. And I know you're like, why would you want to smell like that? But something gets me going. So this is a really popular one by Tom Ford. So apparently other people like it too. I would say it smells, the Tom Ford and Beach Walk smell. This is my most used fragrance by Replica. Smell very similar, very pretty smelling. And then Vacation. I don't know how much this one costs because it was sent to me in PR. This one's called the world famous scent of sunscreen. So this is, Vacation's a really popular like body bronze brand. So they're like body oils and body bronze smelled like this. So they were like, let's make it a fragrance. I would say this one smells a little more coconut-y than the other two, but it's kind of the same vibe you're getting, like that warm, salty air, clean smell. All 3 of these are similar, but not exactly the same. I have 3 of them up here because I love this smell so much. Okay, and if you're looking for something super sweet and floral, I have a bunch, but let me pick my 2 favorites. These 2 right here. This is Springtime in the Park. This is a female and male fragrance. It's blossom and fruity notes. This just smells super clean and fruity. It smells more like flowers than anything to me. It just smells like pure floral, okay? And then this one by Prada, I wish I would have got the big size one, but I was like, I have so many fragrances, I'll never use it, and I definitely think I'm gonna use this up. This is one that they came out with, I think, this year, and it also smells super, super sweet. Way sweeter than Springtime in the Park. This one's a little more clean. This is just like straight candy. It smells so good. Little hints of floral, little hints of sweet. I love this one. Before we continue onward in our world of fragrances, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Drift, today. If you guys don't know what Drift is, I'm gonna let you know. Y'all know how I love Scentbird. Drift is their sister company, and they make car air fresheners, and they smell so good. I got a couple different scents this time. I'm gonna be refilling my cars. I'll show you me doing that, but they come on either a stone or piece of wood, and the little piece of wood holds all the fragrances, and you just clip it onto your visor, and it leaves your car smelling delicious for 30 days. So it's a subscription company, so every 30 days you're gonna get a new freshener. The wood is around $9, the stone one is around $14. The best part is their scent of the month, where they feature new limited edition scents, so you're always getting something really new and delicious. I like to change out the scent rather than just keeping the same scent every month because of nose blindness. I feel like you can just like get used to it and quit smelling it, so I love to change it out. I also, as you can tell, am really into fragrances, so I love different yummy scents. My husband golfs, and he stinks up our car with his sweat, workout, golf gear, all that. So these really help to refresh that tight space that we have to be in together. Also, I wanted to mention, if you're looking for a gift set, they have got the cutest holiday gift sets for all different prices. They have a ton of different sets, so be sure and check those out on the website. So what I also like about them is their subscription service is so flexible. You can cancel at any time. You can change your scent. You can even switch up how often they're delivering, the frequency of your delivery. Also, something cool about it is all the materials are sustainable, and their scents are made with natural essence and fragranced oils. When you first get your subscription, you'll receive a starter kit, which will have the metal clip as well as the air freshener in it. And you can also use these in your home. So if you have a specific room that's a little smelly and you don't want to light candles, you can pop this little air freshener in that room and use it like an air freshener in there. Make sure you use my coupon code LARA for 55% off your first month. That makes your first month less than $5. So be sure and check it out. I will have the link in the description box down below. And thank you to Drift for partnering with me for today's video. Some fragrances to pick that give me deep, warm, sexy, like date night. Like I want to smell me. Like I want to walk in the room and be smelled, like those vibes. I'm gonna pick 3 that I think are super strong, a knockout with how powerful and like strong and sexy they smell. Would be Giorgio Armani C. I also have this in a mini. I love this one. I like to wear heavier fragrances if I'm going for a night out or I'm gonna be out for a long time. So this is one that I go to. This is such a unique scent to me. This one, I never found a dupe for it. They have so many C's, by the way. It's this one in this bottle right here. I'll link all these down below. God bless me trying to find all these on the internet. I'm scared. But this is by far my favorite one. I had a friend that wore this all the time, and I was like, what are you wearing? You always smell so good. These are also, these 3 I'm gonna tell you are probably my most complimented fragrances. This one's called Atomic Rose. It doesn't smell like roses at all to me. It smells floral, but not like that specific rose smell. It smells super rich, and it says one of the main notes on here is how long lasting it is. I told you guys this one will last on you for 3 weeks. Okay, so don't get crazy with it. The next one is a $350 bottle of fragrance, which I think is so overpriced. So I did not buy it, but Manny surprised this for me like 2 years ago for my birthday or something, and I've almost used the whole bottle. I don't want it to ever run out. This is the Baccarat Rouge 540. They have created some dupes for it, but I don't think that the dupes like last as long as this one, but Jesus, $350. God, this smells so good. This one also to me has like warm, but it also has like that hint of like that fresh sunscreen in it. Maybe it's just me that smells that, but this I will say is probably out of all my fragrances, one that I wear the most. Like, it's just like a go-to. I know it's gonna smell good. I know it's gonna last all night, and it's definitely one of those fragrances when you take your clothes off, you can smell it on your clothes after. Super strong smelling. You definitely get what you pay for with this. This is random, but I love the sprayer on it. It's so like so much comes out. I get satisfied spraying it. I haven't tried any more of the Baccarat fragrances. They have different ones, but I haven't tried any more of them because they're so expensive. expensive, but maybe I'll divulge and get another one. I don't know. This was a gift and it is one of my favorites. Okay, and lastly, another one of my go-tos is the Intense by Marc Jacobs. I will say Marc Jacobs, they have some of the best fragrances. They just do a really good job with their fragrances. So this one, oh, this is like warm. This one, it kind of gives me, it's different smelling, but it gives me the vibes. These give me the same vibes. Also a very strong smelling, long lasting fragrance. But they have a bunch of these, but it's the Intense one I find that lasts the longest and that is the strongest. This me and Aaron picked out and like freaked out when we smelled it in the store. It smelled so good. It's very warm and it wears for such a long time. I live for this girly right here. I'll definitely go through this whole bottle. Okay, these are my top 3, probably like strongest fragrances that I own that smell the strongest and like give you the most gives, okay, if you get what I'm saying, compliments. So now I want to jump into my Le Labo fragrances. These are them. I think I only have 3 of them. Okay, first, probably one of my most used fragrances is the Santal 33. This is one of their most popular that they sell. It's just sandalwood. It literally just smells like sandalwood. I love the smell of sandalwood. I will even, girl, I'll be like around my house. I love wood and spice and like burning. And that's exactly what this is.
And that's what this is.
And I know that doesn't always sound so appetizing, but I'm telling you, when it sprays it on, it's, even though everybody wears it in LA, it's still kind of a unique scent. And it smells so freaking good. You can't go wrong with Santal. Also, this is unisex. If you and your mans want to share a fragrance, don't get shy. After these, I'm going to show you 2 fragrances that are Tyler's, but I wear them all the time because I love them so much. The next one is one that isn't talked about a lot, but I love, and I actually wore this out salsa dancing the other night. My friend goes, oh, are you wearing matcha? And I was like, I am. She was like, you smell so good. So this is the Matcha 26. It does not specifically smell like matcha. Maybe it does. This one almost has like a weird spice after smell to it. Like you smell it and it smells really sweet and clean, and then it has like this after kick of spice. So this one will marinate on everybody's skin and like oils and body. Everything marinates in differently. But this one will marinate in, and let me tell you, in my humble opinion, actually I have 4. Where's that 4th one? No, I'm lying, I have 3. I don't know what I'm thinking. I get complimented on this one a lot. I forgot what I was saying. But after the smell wears in, this one really will fixate and just smell absolutely delicious but unique. And then you have another 13. I feel like another 13 could be a sister of Santal 33, but it's not Santal 33. This one reminds me of Manny because I don't know if I got it for him or he bought it himself, but I suggested it and he used to wear it all the time. So every time I smell this, it smells like Manny. Another 13 is really warm and spicy too. That's why I say it could be a sister of Santal 33. This is a really popular one as well. It smells really good, very long lasting fragrances. And this one, all 3 of them are pretty much unisex, so you could share them with your partner if you wanted to, which I just think is a bonus. You get double out of your fragrances, but my God, another 13, it's sexy. All right, let me go get mine from Tyler, as if we didn't have enough to go over already. All right, we're back. If you are looking for a fragrance to get your mans this holiday season, these may be sold out because they are popular. None of that I'm gonna mention are things you probably have heard of these, but they're popular for a reason. So I would say my number 1 from Tyler is Prada Desert Serenade. If you go in any store in Prada, they're typically sold out of this specific one. You have to fight people for it, okay? I bought the last one in Paris and we both wore this our entire trip to Paris. So every time I smell it, it smells like Paris to me and it like brings back those memories. Did you know that scent is the strongest thing that jogs a memory is scent? Did you guys know that? How crazy. Oh my God, it smells so good, I'm gonna scream! It smells like a sexy leather. That is the description of it, leather. It makes me want to eat you up. Oh my gosh, I actually do wear Desert Serenade. No wonder it was sold out. So there's also ombre leather from Tom Ford. I got this for Tyler one Christmas. And it is a very stronger, spicier leather. This is like sweet leather, sweet warm leather, spicy leather. So it depends on where you want to go. Do you want it to be like, whoa, that's powerful? Because you're gonna get that out of the Tom Ford. It smells like you opened a really, really rich pair of designer leather shoes. That's what this fragrance smells like. And baby, it has that new leather shoe scent. It's almost an entire used up bottle of Sunset Riot. This is the most popular fragrance that All Saints sells. It's another one of those fragrances, if you try to get it in store, good luck. A lot of times it's sold out, but you can get it on their website. Sunset Riot has a little flower in the background. They have a bunch of fragrances at All Saint, but this is the most popular. It's the best one. And to me, this is such a sexy fragrance for men. This one, it's unisex to me. It might be unisex. They may advertise it as that. This one is so sweet. I love it. It's like a very unique, it's hard to describe this one, to be honest with you, but it is a unique fragrance for men, and I just love it. So I would say this is like hot, sexy boss man or manly. And then this one's like slightly less manly, but so hot. I get into this, okay? We were just talking of Santal, and so this is, I'm gonna talk about my two favorite K. Ali fragrances because this brand is so popular. Buddha and her sister, they did this, but these are my two favorite K. Ali fragrances they've ever come out with. This is called Silk Santal, and it smells like vanilla and sandalwood had a baby. That's literally what Silk Santal smells like. Then you have Pistachio Gelato. I know that both of these sold out. I don't know if they're back in stock. If they are, I will link them, but they sold out whenever they came out, both of these. So this one is Pistachio Gelato, hazelnut, sweet rum, whipped cream, marshmallow, cotton candy. If you ask me to point out what smells the most, say I get whipped cream and sweet rum. This is candy in a bottle. One that was hyped up online and like they got me with is the Mojave Ghost. This one's by Barredo. And you know what? I'm gonna use this because this little baby, this is the baby size, okay? It was like $100 and some, almost $200. And I'm gonna use it because I ordered it online. But it's not my favorite. It is not my favorite, but I do like it. I don't love it. They have another one that I tried to get. It was $300. It was a big bottle. It was like in a limited edition, like a red one. And they were like, after the woman at the perfume counter sat there with me selling me this fragrance forever, okay? And I was like, you got me, I'm gonna get it. She's like, oh, we don't have it, sold out. I was like, why would you not start with that? Why would you not lead with that? Sell me on something you have in stock. So I didn't get it, I couldn't, but this is a very interesting, it also has a spice to it. I'm gonna put the notes on the screen because it's very hard for me to describe this one. It smells good. I will say the Barredo fragrances, they last a long time. It's just like, this is the most viral, popular Barredo fragrance, and I don't know why. They have so many others that smell so good. Why is this the most popular? Explain that to me. Let's get into some sweet sugars here. Born Dreamer. This is Charli D'Amelio, the D'Amelio sisters. I don't know if this is just by Charli. So this is a very teeny bopper scent. I do adore it and love it because it smells so sweet. It reminds me of my teenage years. It smells so sweet. And I honestly, on just like a day of like enjoying life and out and about, I wear this all the time. I think it smells so freaking good. It's a cute little bottle too with a little star. It's definitely targeted towards the teens, but if you're a teen or you just like those like juicy couture, like super sweet fragrances, that's the vibe that this gives. Okay, we have to talk about Leda because Stephanie Leda, SMLXO, OG. I've been watching her forever. So she came out with her own fragrance and I just got the mini in. So here's the big and the mini. I heard she's coming out with a second one, which I'm happy about. So this is 2022 or 22 Oris, I believe. And I will tell, I'm gonna say this, Stephanie, you created a fragrance that I truly did not have and that I have not smelled anything like. It is very unique. I wanna spray some on me right now. This has a sweetness to it. It's sweet and I do typically grab this one on days when I wanna smell sweeter, but it has like this beautifulness to it. And these are very strong. They do last. I'll show you the mini. God, that smells so good. There's the mini. Looks really pretty, and thank God it's a sprayer. I don't like roller balls as much, but it comes with this little leather pouch. I thought that's very cute, so there's that. Okay, we're gonna get into the two fragrances I have here from Boy Smells. Be careful with the lids because see, I don't know if you can see, but that is shattered. Internally, this is a shattered lid. These break so easy. Look how heavy, this is glass. This is heavier than the fragrance. Just so you know the lid, it's a very unique packaging. So the lids will break on you. So first is Woodphoria, which I guess is my favorite, but I do like them equally. Woodphoria. It smells like spicy leather wood. We have spicy leather wood. And then we have Rose Load. Is the rosiest rose smelling fragrance I've ever smelled in my whole life. So if you want to smell like a rose, do not hold back. I feel like Rose Load is where you need to go from voice smells. It does have a small after kick of woody spice to it. Makes it in that way slightly unique versus just a standard rose. Like it gives you that little kick. The Rose Load is where it is at. It smells so good. Okay, y'all, I bought number 34 from Diptyque. Diptyque has really bougie, nice fragrances, and I haven't used it really because I had the hand soap and I had another product, I can't remember, that was number 34 from Diptyque, and I loved it. It was one of my favorite smells, so I naturally got the fragrance because I was like, I'm gonna love it. But for some reason, I don't love the fragrance as much as I love the other 34 product. Maybe I just need some time to go by. Maybe I need to wear it more. I don't know. Let me spray it. See, it smells like grandma, but it doesn't smell like grandma and other stuff. So I feel like I got gooped and stooped and duped. I don't love it. I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna smell like a grandma. I paid too much. I paid too much. Okay, next, another C by Giorgio Armani. This one's top note is vanilla essence combined with silky freesia. I don't know what that is. Timeless, it's chic, black currant. I would say this one's similar to the other one I mentioned, is very, very strong smelling and also gives me rich vibes. Oh God, it smells so good. This one's also very warm smelling. It's not light and airy and breezy at all. Like it looks like the dark packaging. It's rich, honey. Okay, another one that I love is Libre by YSL. This is a very popular fragrance. And this one is tricky. Like when you first smell it, you're like, oh, what a cute, light and airy, fresh fragrance, but smells so good. This one has some power to it. I feel like when this one marinates into your skin, it starts smelling real good. I've worn this out many, many nights because I do think it's long lasting. YSL fragrances are fabulously long lasting. But this one is sweet, but it also has some like strong feminine energy to it. It's got some maturity to it, if that makes sense. It's not just like all cupcakes and candy and blossoms. Like this has got, it starts like that, but it finishes more mature. So we officially went through everything in the fragrance tray of Larlarlee. I've been meaning to go through this tray in depth with you guys like I just did for a long time. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through my fragrance drawer, like the actual drawer, and we're gonna pull everything out. We're gonna go through that. And then lastly, what we can do together is organize everything. Okay, let's get right into it. First, we have Juicy Couture. This is the epitome of my youth. Okay, I still love Juicy Couture. This one's Viva La Juicy. I actually always loved Viva La Juicy better than Juicy Couture. If you are a millennial, you know what this is. And you know what this smells like. Next, we're not gonna get deep into this because you can't get it anymore, but this is one of my favorite fragrances. KKW fragrance came out with, which by the way, I don't think KKW fragrance is a thing anymore. I think Kim has officially moved on from that. This is Kimoji Peach, and I like it so much because I love the smell of peaches so much, and I don't have any fragrances that smell like peaches. No one makes peachy fragrances, but this literally smells like the best version of a sweet peach, and I refuse to get rid of it. It's old. Also love the packaging. This was my favorite, one of my favorite fragrances that I use the entire summer long because I like sweeter things through spring and summer. And this smells like a flower bed. There's no secret spice or wood that comes out of this. This is strictly like what it says. It says florist because it smells like you walked into a flower bed. It smells so sweet. It kind of has candy scent to it. So very, very yummy. Great for spring and summer, or if you like youthful, really sweet scents. Gucci Flora. Okay, these two, I don't know why. I think they smell not the same, but similar. So I've replaced Gucci Flora with this. I have like crumbs left. I need to just use it up. You know what? They don't smell that much alike. That you think about, now that I think about it. But Gucci Flora used to be my #1 girl, okay? If you can't tell, this used to be my do they even make this anymore? This is Gucci's best smelling fragrance in my personal humble opinion. They're both sweet. I guess I love a good, strong, sweet, long lasting fragrance. So both of them have that. We have Black Opium, Green, and then the original. The original I wore for so long. This is a brand new bottle they had sent me. I feel like they send this out the holidays. This is another one of those nighttime fragrances that are just gonna smell up the whole room. It's like that's, oh God, it's so sweet. Like so sweet, it will knock you out. I remember if you went to a beauty event in 2016, you were gonna be choking on this because every girl in the room had taken a bath in it. They used to send this to all the beauty gurus and girl, They wore it, so that's why I don't wear it anymore. It's not that I don't love it, it's just like I evolved into like new stuff that they come out with. This one's been around forever, but this is such a goodie. Like, this is nostalgia to me. This reminds me of 2016, but whenever they came out with the green, I was like, is that gonna smell good or did they mess it up? And they didn't. It actually smells so good. Gosh, I have to spray all these, you guys, to remember the smell. Choking. I got rid of a bunch of my fragrances not long ago, like a buttload of them. This one almost has like a tiny baby apple to it, but it still smells like the original. So I don't think you need both, but maybe give both a scent, a little sniff. I wonder if they're still making the green. My bottle is really old. Okay, we got some Way. I have two from Way. Where's my other one? Let me grab it. So we have North Bondi, and we also have Miller's Place. They gave me the discount code Larlarlee for the website, so I think it works on their fragrances too. I really like the scent of Way's like hair care products. North Bondi smells just like their dry texture spray. It smells so good that I personally like to use, I like their packaging, by the way, as a magnetic heavy lid, but it's like magnetic, so it's really nice. I like to use this as a hair perfume because it smells just like their hair texture spray, so I often use this. I actually keep this one in my beauty room bathroom because I put it in my hair. And then Miller's Place. Miller's Place is very clean and it has a kiss of sweetness, but it's just like a fresh, clean fragrance and very airy. So those are our Ways. Are you guys ready for this oldie but a goodie? This is the YSL. I don't remember the name of it. I'll put it on the screen. Oh my gosh, I almost went through half of this bottle. Wow, that's a big bottle. This YSL one, really the epitome in 2016. Wow, YSL had like a chokehold on us. This one's really strong too. Like, honestly, anything YSL, you're gonna be smelling all night. You can't go wrong. Oh, this one smells weird now. I feel like I need to get a new one, but oh my God, it's coming back to me. This one is so yummy and warm and sweet. I love it. I used to wear the heck out of that one. That one used to be a #1 for me. Okay, I have the Glossier U. Me and Aaron almost finished the entire bottle. This one's a good, like, spicy, sexy, but just like everyday fragrance. It's not too strong, it's not too weak. It's just like an excellent everyday fragrance. I love it. We have Coco Chanel, a classic. I don't know, I don't want to say I don't love it because I feel like that's just a sin. Like, how can you say you don't love Coco Chanel? It's like such an iconic fragrance. It smells so good, but it kind of smells a grandmother. Grandmother! But like rich, bougie, trendy grandma. Another fragrance from KKW. This was her collab with Kendall. You can't even get it anymore, but it's like one of my favorite fragrances ever. If you want just like pure, strong, like cooking, like get the vanilla from Ellis Brooklyn. It's literally just smells like pure vanilla, okay? Like this is the most vanilla-y fragrance you're gonna find. Then we have Ariana Grande. She has so many fragrances out. I'll put the name of this one on the screen, but it's in the purple bottle. It came with this big clunky case to put it in, and I just got rid of it because I was like, I don't need all that. I got rid of a lot of my celebrity fragrances, by the way. All of Ariana Grande's fragrances, they don't smell the same, but they smell similar. They just smell like teeny bopper, like fruity floral. I like it, don't get me wrong. It smells really good. Like all of her fragrances smell good. She has no fragrances that smell bad. They're just all similar. Okay, I have two from Toka. This is Bianca and Cleopatra. Bianca, meet Cleopatra. So these are $80 each. Bianca is more of a fresh floral scent. And then you have Cleopatra, which is one of my favorites. This one is jasmine, grapefruit, and vanilla. Delish. I also have this little Toka mini. Looks like that. I got in New York when I took my mom to New York for the first time. We went to a Toka store and we both got mini fragrances. I did not have at that time $80 to spend on something. They sent me these, by the way. My mom would be like, what? They sent me these, okay? So I bought us both these little minis so we could both get some. And I've kept mine forever and I will never get rid of it. I'll take this to the grave with me because it's a very special memory with my mommy. I'm gonna be sad now. I think this one's called Liliana, and this one is fresh floral is the notes on it. My little baby. I'm gonna put it back in the drawer. I've talked about this one before. Another one not available, the Kim K body one. I didn't love it. It's not available, so it doesn't matter, but I love the packaging, so I didn't know I wasn't gonna love it because I loved so many from KKW, but that one I was just like, it's not that great. Okay, if you want to smell like a literal flower bomb, get the Victor Roth Flower Bomb. I think this is the same. Oh, this is Ruby Orchid. So they send these to me every year for the holidays. This is like a very popular fragrance that I see for sale on every department store ever, but this is a super probably one of the strongest smelling fragrances, and they smell like flowers. It is so strong. If you get headaches easy, do not grab for these. But if you love to smell good and smell like flowers, you'll love Victor Rolf Flower Bomb. It smells like a fruity floral explosion. Valentino. This smells like unisex to me, but this is the most masculine for whoever wants to wear it, but this is like the most masculine girly fragrance I've ever smelled. I also broke my bottle, so luckily it didn't leak out. But I don't grab for this one a lot. I will like alternate fragrances from this drawer into my countertop here to grab. But that one I haven't alternated towards a lot. We have Miss Dior. And you know what? I'm not obsessed with it. I'm actually, like, it smells good for sure, but is it my favorite? It's not. And it actually like changed colors and oxidized because it got old, so. This one is Clementine, California. I love citrus, and this just smells like a clementine. Impulsively bought this at Sephora one time and I never use it, but I'm not getting rid of it because I want to, because I love the way it smells. It smells so good. It's called Clementine, California. It smells like a sweet orange. So maybe next summer we'll get back into her. I've had this for a long time though, and I have worn it. I feel like I need to wear more. Okay, we have Gucci Guilty and Gucci Bloom. Gucci, this one smells fresh, but it kind of smells like baby powder to me. So I like it, but it's not my favorite. You can see I've worn it a little bit. It gives me baby powder vibes for some reason. And then you have In Bloom. This one smells like honeysuckles. Jasmine, honeysuckles. It's not rosy and sweet. It's just more like jasmine and honey. It has like a specific floral scent. Does that make sense? Gosh, it does smell really good though. Like Gucci and Bloom, it's a hit. I have a few more we have to go over because these are good ones. The Woody Sandalwood from Dossier is a dupe for the Santal 33 from Le Labo. So if you want sandalwood, just straight, I mean like the identical same smelling fragrance. Identical. And some people were like, the Dossier doesn't last as long. I'm like, use more. It costs so much less. It's like a fraction of the cost. So that is the Dossier. I just dropped the lid, but this is Marc Jacobs Daisy Love, a really iconic one. I've had this bottle for such a long time. That's one thing I like about fragrances is how long they last, so I don't always feel rushed to use them. I have like time to enjoy them. I think this is one of the prettiest fragrance presentation bottles that I've ever seen. And this smells like a really clean, light flower. Okay, we have some like mini sprays, which maybe I'll talk about. Maybe I'll just organize or talk about while I organize. But lastly, I wanted to jump into these because I just mentioned these in a video coming up. So maybe it already went up, but we're gonna talk about it again. So these are by Nest, and they came out with these perfume olds. If I had to pick a favorite, it would be this one. You guys already knew. Right here, the Coconut Belize is definitely one of my favorite fragrances on earth. Oh, it's the best smelling version of coconut I've ever smelled in my life. Now these are expensive, but they do have the minis. They're like the stick or whatever. They're pricey, but they do go a long way. You have Turkish Rose. It literally smells like a sweet rose. And then you have the Indian Jasmine, and this one literally just smells like jasmine. Just like straight up coconut, rose, and jasmine. Like no questions asked. Very simple fragrances, and they smell exactly like they say. There's no after game to them. But the thing I think I like about them most is how long they last, because they're an old. So if you're looking for something like that, you might enjoy these by Nest. And then I just wanted to mention one more by Nest that I've also, this is pretty much empty, but I've had it forever. It's the Indigo. I think it's such a unique fragrance, but also is really a dark fragrance and really deep and mature. It's so strong, by the way. Again, if you get a headache, Nest fragrances are so strong, you might want to steer clear. But if you like that strong scent, check them out. Okay, guys, that is it for our rundown. Let's organize some of these fragrances. This is the land of fragrances. This is day 2 of me filming this. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop the favorites back into the favorites tray. Just kidding, I decided to lay out all the fragrances so you guys could see them. I was trying to organize everything to decide what I'm gonna put in here and just start over, but look how pretty. I love perfume bottles. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, now we're gonna get serious. So we switched out a few. Now I need to store these somewhere out of the sunlight. I don't love this little wooden tray in this pocket that I have here, but sunlight doesn't go here, and I wish I had something tiered, but I think I'm gonna put the fragrances here and move all these body products somewhere else. actually turned out kind of cute. I have a few more to put in there, but I might put some of these downstairs. I think I will. So I'll use them more often. So I'm gonna put that one, this one, this guy here, and this delicious scent here downstairs. And then these are my body sprays. I don't have a lot. I also have one by Frenchie downstairs that is actually Tistel spray. This is by Moroccan, and this is like a fragrance body mist, hair mist. It smells so good. I love the smell of their products. And then you just have all the Sol de Janeiros. It's not all of them. I want the new blue one. It's like dark something, but I'd say that this one right here is my favorite. So if you wonder which one is the most popular one, they're all really sweet, to be honest with you. And yeah, they all smell really good for the most part. Those are just a win. They're going back downstairs. These are going downstairs. And this looks so effing good. I'm so proud of it, actually. I just want to get a different tray. Okay. And then these in here, and we're done. That is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching. I hope I gave you some insights on fragrances, and well, you see everything I got now, what I love, what I thought was okay, and my honest opinions. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure and subscribe before you leave, and don't forget to check out Drift and use my discount code LAR for 55% off your first month subscription. I will have it linked in the description box down below. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.